Alright, what is up you guys? It is Dairy Queen here. Today we are going to be going over PEKKA Smash Attack. So this is the army I have trained up. There are a few variations you can make. One variation is the number of PEKKAs. Sometimes you'll see 3 PEKKAs with more bowlers, but the biggest variation you'll see is using a backside stone slammer. So here we have a perfect base to attack. The reason we're using a wall wrecker is because we're going to come opposite the town hall, and the wall wrecker will provide us with the most value for doing that. With the back end stone slammer variation, you oftentimes will bring 2 jumps to make sure you can get to where you need to go. So right here we're going to cut the funnel with an E-drag, get great chain value on that side, and then normally you would use the king, but in this case I could sneak by with just a giant and some wizards. Great chain value off the E-dragon, so now we're going to send up the king, tank for the wall wrecker, drop all the heroes, and then you basically just throw everything right in the middle. We're getting great E-drag value. We're going to rage him up here. We're going to rage the king. We're going to heal up. And this base has a single inferno. Normally 2 you wouldn't bring freeze. In high level war you generally see all multis, so I would normally bring an extra heal. Right now would be a great time to heal, but we got healers doing work right now. So the wall wrecker is going to work too. Take down that single, and right now we have a jump for basically wherever. We're going to freeze that Giga Tesla. We're going to pop the Warden's ability early because the P.E.K.Ka's on the Town Hall to take down. The P.E.K.Ka doesn't need the ability on the Town Hall, and the Town Hall will fall. Hopefully that ice won't pop soon. Oh no, the P.E.K.Ka got targeted first. It can't be just me, but whenever I ever use an ice golem, it always happens to stay alive longer than whatever it's trying to protect, which is just totally backwards. So right here, we got a easy 70%. We got 2 P.E.K.Kas tanking in front of some bowlers on each side, still with the queen ability. So right now we do have a chance at a 3-star on a base with maxed out defenses besides walls. Trigger the tornado trap, and we are tanking through. And ideally, you want the healers on the P.E.K.Ka. That's why the king is used for the outside funnels to try and die off or get away from the healers so he can't steal them. Because that way the healers can splash on everything else. And it looks like, despite our heroes like a Warden or King dying, we will get a 3-star on this base. Now this base did have max defenses besides walls, but it is important to note, with walls, a wall wrecker can 2-hit any wall from level 10 to 12, but with level 13 walls, it turns into a 3-hit. So, with rush bases, with level 9 walls, the thick-looking dark walls, that will only take 1 hit, and then from level 10 to 12, it will be a 2-hit with a wall wrecker. So these nice max level walls will greatly slow down a wall wrecker. So, we're going to go show, I believe this P.E.K.Ka Smash Attack. Was this the right one? Oh, no, that was the wrong one. That one I didn't have a Warden. That's why it was really low percent. I believe... Man, which one was it? Oh my goodness. I'm flustered. I clearly did not pay attention. I think it might have been this one. Yes, here we go. Here is a fully maxed out base. He's only missing a few walls. He's upgraded some since the update, and with this base, there are 3 single infernos, which you usually don't see in war. So, as an adaptation for all multis, I would drop the 2 freezes in favor of an extra heal spell or rage spell. And if you're using a stone slammer, then you'd bring an extra jump spell. But for this version, we're using a wall wrecker. So, like I said, this will be 1, 2, and then 3 hits. And with this, you just funnel out both sides. You send all the P.E.K.Kas and the bowlers up the middle. Some walked here, but it's alright. We have a poison. The E-drag is not a huge threat. Our Archer Queen will take it down. Right here, I'm just watching. This point in the raid, I was watching that single. And I froze the eagle there just because. And with this, with the wall wrecker, you usually come opposite the town hall, so it can be kind of risky, but this packs a punch. Compact bases like this, it's a little nicer because bowlers can get good value on their bowler bounce. They can almost always bounce onto 2 different buildings, which is what you want with bowlers. So that's why spreading out your base oftentimes a good defense against this. Another thing to note is skeleton traps by the town hall greatly slowed on Pekka's. He didn't have any here. That wouldn't have made the difference, but that can slow it down quite a bit. And our queen died off yonder, and from here I ended it early just to try to save my heroes. But we could have became very close on a fully maxed out base. We're still learning the strategy. So, I'm going to try to get some CC troops. Right now we are on a boost. This is one thing I greatly recommend doing if you are on a fresh upgrade off a town hall. We were trying to beat one of our max players in a friendly challenge and it wasn't going well. So, let me look here. We are going to gem our heroes, and then we are going to go straight into the next attack. Wow, I've not... Those look kind of cool. They're a little off-colored with the hero boost and the timer boost, training potion boost. So our king's up to 58, even though he's really 53 because we're slacking. So I think this one I'll try to use the king to set the funnel. Oftentimes you can use one of the PEKKAs to set the funnel too. This is why I like running 4 PEKKAs over 3. It's because with 3 PEKKAs, if you use one to cut the funnel, that's just one less PEKKA you can have in the core of the base. And here we go, a maxed out base. So looking at this base, his eagle's in the middle, and he's got one single inferno. So we're going to come opposite the town hall, or do we want to go towards the town hall? Right now this double cannon is a little scary. It puts out quite a bit of damage. We'll actually come from the top. So we're going to drop a loon and an E-Dragon. Normally you sometimes, most of the time you don't usually use an E-Drag to cut the funnel, but it can get some good chain value. If you scout out your war bases, you'll know if it's good. Right here it can chain 5 deep, which is pretty darn good. And then we're going to send... Do we want to send the king? No, I don't think we need to. We can get it done with just this. It's cheap wizards. Look at that. Cut that funnel very good, and it should... no, I don't think it'll chain off that. Yeah, there's too many spaces. So from here, we're going to drop a PEKKA. This PEKKA will swing into the rest of the attack. And we're going to drop the king to tank a little. Wall wrecker. Heroes, sometimes I get slow on those. That's why I go right away. And then dropping your healers behind. Coconut loon. I like to rage, and I like to heal through the first eagle shot. After that, it depends on the situation. We'll freeze this multi. We'll freeze the town hall and the eagle. We'll rage the king. Jump on the back end. Poison the clan castle that didn't come out. We didn't hit the warden on the bomb because I don't think the bowlers made it in. But I'm not sure. I did get a little distracted. Wow, this one didn't have quite a lot of punch. We didn't have a CC, but it's alright. We still should have plenty gas left for the 2-star. Got that single down. Yep. Tanking through. One thing with the strategy is if the PEKKAs end up outside the base, that's not ideal, but that is a great potential for extra percentage. It can just wrap around and get that percentage, and sometimes high percentage is all the difference. Wow, I cannot pronounce his name, but this Xmas tree is the 3rd Xmas tree to come into the game. This one right here from 2014 or 2015, one of the two. There's one with gold chains before it, and then the very first one before that. So that's the 3rd one. Very disappointed, actually. A little story time. I did have a few of those, but they spawned way too far into my base, so I was not able to keep them. As you can see, these PEKKAs wrapped all the way around the corner of the base. Man, this guy's got 2 of those. Man, I'm a little jealous, but some of you guys may have noticed, wow, these PEKKAs just will not die, will they? They are just going through the outside of the base. We'll let them run, get some percentage, get that dark drill. I do have some of the rarest Xmas trees. Obviously, the very first iteration were more rare than these, because these are the 2nd year's worth. So, can you get that double cannon? Yes, you can. Here we go. Little quick Xmas tree trivia. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, let me drop those quick so they don't mess up my queue. So there you have it. There's a 74% 2-star on a maxed out base. Was a little sloppy. As I was saying with the Xmas trees, these 3, these are the second ones that there are with the gold chain. And actually these are where they all spawn, except for they spawned one into the village, so I just used a hammer to move them. So it goes this one, then the one I showed you in that attack, and I believe it was this one, then this one, and then I believe this one. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that should be it. This is the first Halloween one, and I am missing some, like those skulls and whatnot, but hope you guys enjoyed this mini P.E.K.K.A Smash guide. Simply cut the funnel on each side and send everything right up the middle. Keep on clashing.